The Nigerian government has embarked on a bold initiative to bolster its revenue generation efforts by implementing tax collection measures from traders and the informal sector. This move not only holds significant implications for the Nigerian economy, but also presents challenges and opportunities for traders, small-scale businesses, and individuals operating in the informal sector. But this is coming amid commendations for President Bola Tinubu's last week's signing of 4 executive orders, which included the suspension of the 5% excise tax on telecommunication services, as well as the excise duty escalation on locally manufactured products. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association has said that the transformation of the country's economy will require an absolute reversal of key tax measures and not just postponement. The president has suspended the 2023 Finance Act 2023, deferring its commencement date from May to September 1st, 2023. Well, as the government prepares to implement tax collection from traders and the informal sector, several critical questions arise. How will this decision impact the country's revenue generation? What strategies will be employed to ensure an effective and transparent tax collection process? Additionally, there are concerns about striking a balance between fostering entrepreneurship and small-scale businesses while ensuring tax compliance. So let's get talking now. For more insight, Olaidebanu, macroeconomic analyst, joins us to look at the revenue generation drive of the Tinubu administration and the economic consequences of implementing tax collection measures within the informal sector. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Banu. We appreciate you for coming on board.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good morning. So, while the government has suspended taxes in some sectors with the signing of about 4 executive orders last week, market traders seems to be the price of this new policy. How do you think traders and individuals in the informal sector are reacting to government's new development in terms of decision to collect taxes from them?
What we have seen is that the traders they may not be fully happy, in the sense that, okay, from the various survey that has been had, that has happened that has been carried out, majority of Nigerians actually do not want to pay tax, and while many of them want to pay tax based on conditions, which is not supposed to be. An average Nigerian should know their rights, in the sense of, yes, it's their right to pay their the tax based on the type of the business and the tax rates that apply to their business. On this particular issue of the informal sector taxation, VAT on their services, or so to say, I would say it's a very welcome development, because this is going to be a well-automated taxation method, because it's going to pass through through a particular VAT direct initiative. So it's a very welcome development, but the issues around it is that, okay, many of these people may still be exposed to multiple taxation based on the kind of product they are selling. But however, these traders, we know that what they do majority of the time is they buy and sell, and for every good that you buy at, for example, 1,000 naira, and you are selling at 1,200 naira, there is a VAT on that margin, a VAT of about a VAT on that 200 naira margin you are making on the services. Which I think is a welcome development, but for the start, what the trader expect to see is the impact of the VAT they are paying.
Okay, but how do you think the government can strike a balance between encouraging entrepreneurship and small-scale businesses without burdening the sector to debt over tax? Because this is informal sector. I mean, these are small business operators, traders in the market. So, but there has to be that balance between growing these small businesses without, driving them to debt.
Yeah, what we have seen in the past is that, okay, even with the little tax we've been paying in this country, the corporate tax and so on, what has been the impact of those tax on Nigeria economy, on the Nigeria infrastructure at large. If government are been sincere in the sense that, okay, yes, this is the amount we are having as a tax, this is the amount that we have paid on this particular infrastructure that is not only being directed to a particular part of the country or a particular sector of the country, that's being well distributed all over. I think everybody will be well encouraged to pay the tax. And what I think the government should do in this aspect is that, okay, it has been said that it will be through the marketers associations of Nigeria. It should be based on the local government level to say, okay, this is the amount that each of these local governments is having, and then you can take from the large a particular local government also, or a state that's having large contribution, to direct it to a local government that have lower one, in the sense that, okay, yes, in order to derive a balanced distribution, and also to encourage other local governments who are having low generation in this aspect to have a better generation of VAT from that. Because if everybody is seeing this dividend of the VAT payments, everybody will be well encouraged to go, to pay their taxes.
Okay. I want us to, we'll talk about the executive orders that was signed last week in a moment, but let's continue on this concern about tax burden on the informal sector. Some believe the government should provide incentives or benefit to traders and individuals in the informal sector as a means to encourage them, to encourage a tax compliance. How do you address this?
Yeah, government have done a very good, they took a very good action in the sense of this action, the executive order that happened last week. This will encourage improve in the economy, in the sense that, okay, there won't be a kind of multiple taxation on some products, and also encourage manufacturers to go more into the business than what we've had in the past. I still believe this reform is going to go a long way and encourage other informal sector into the tax nets. But however, we all know that, okay, there are some aspects in which government have not been taking advantage of the VAT, in the sense that, okay, there are some kind of informal sector that they collect money from their member, and since they are not remitting some kind of levies, we know some kind of, I don't want to mention names, but some kind of associations that, okay, they go, okay, their member pay kind of annual fee, or to say a monthly fee, even on daily basis. Some does that. So it's okay, they are collecting that, but not remitting that to the tax nets.
Okay. Let's look at some issues, but I want us to quickly take a break. When we return, of course, we will continue our conversation. This is Business Breakfast. Please stay with us.